Larry Sharpe has traveled the country and has personally visited every county in New York State, listening to people's concerns. The Sharpe Way is a show where answers, solutions, and common ground can be found so that together we can forge a new way forward. The Sharpe Way is the way to mutual respect, where no one has to convert to be heard, because you can be as liberal or as conservative as you want, as long as you aren't forcing your beliefs on others. Welcome to Sharpe Way Radio.
Oh, yes, it is Larry Sharpe. Sharpe Way Radio, WYSL, Rochester, New York. The number to call after the first break, 585 346 3000. You know, I was thinking about something as I know this election day is coming up here. I was thinking about our former governor of New York, the man himself, King Cuomo, the second of his name, grabber of butts, shutter of businesses, banisher of conservatives. He was governor, obviously, when I ran for governor in 2018. And in case you didn't know, I lost that race. But after that, I spent time doing shows like this. And I was actually doing this show, Sharpe Way Radio. This is my 221st show, I think, if that's right. So I've done a bunch of shows. And I was doing one back in 2021 when he got accused of being the butt grabber. And accused. And if you remember, I did not jump up and down. I was not super excited. I wasn't. I said, even him, the horrible governor that he was, he deserved due process. That's what I said. He deserves due process. So I kept my mouth shut when other people were talking trash about him until he finally realized, okay, it's real, and he stepped down. And if you're one of the listeners who's been listening for a while, you might remember he stepped down during my show. Yes, literally, you guys let me know he stepped down. I was doing my show. And then I celebrated. I did. I was actually giddy because I was very happy that he was gone. He was a terrible governor, and I was glad that he was gone. However, if you remember, there was a thing I didn't like about it. And that was he stepped down for the wrong reason. Was I happy he was gone? Yes. Did I think Hochul would be worse than him? No. Not sure about that. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point I'm making is when he stepped down, I was happy. I was literally giddy, if you remember. But I was worried because he stepped down because of the butt grabbing. Not that it isn't the thing. I mean, if he's grabbing butts, shouldn't be doing that. There's a power dynamic. And I discussed the power dynamic piece and how he was using his office, and it was completely wrong. Now, there were a couple of things where people were like, well, we were dating or something. Look, if there's no power dynamic and you're consensual, no issue. No issue. But we know that was not happening. He was using his power dynamic and he was being intimidating. We know that. But what he wasn't stepping down for was grandma and grandpa in the nursing homes who died because of his decisions during the lockdowns. That got forgotten. Do you remember that? That got totally forgotten. That was what I wanted him to go down for. Again, grabbing butts, not good. Shouldn't do it. Killing grandparents, way worse. By magnitudes. By magnitudes worse. And done. Right? 100% done. Way worse. And that was ignored. And some of you didn't care. If you remember, eyes gone, good, ding dong, the witch is dead. I remember. And I was like, watch out. Because he's not done. And I told you that then. I said, he'll try something else. He's not finished. He'll run for Senate, or he'll run for president, or he'll run for mayor. Remember, I call him homeboy. Why? Because me and him both from Queens. He's my homeboy. So is Trump, by the way. They're all my homeboys. Queens makes some people. Anyway, so yes. So I used to call him homeboy because we're both from the city. He could run for mayor too. Now, what if they had got him not on the butt grabbing, but if they got him on the dead grandma, dead grandpa? What if they got him on that? He can't run for anything. He's finished. So why would he drop? Well, because he made a deal. And I told you that then. And people didn't believe me. Nah, whatever. They're going to get him, whatever. Nope. The reason why they didn't get him on the dead grandma, grandpa is because there were a bunch of other governors who also did that too. They also did that. So if he has to go down for dead grandma, grandpa, then the other governors have to go down for that too. And they were like, we don't want that. So how about this? We get you for the butt grabbing. You step down. Everyone forgets about dead grandma, grandpa. And then later, we drop those charges. Then we drop them. And you write a book. You lay low for a couple years. You keep your you keep your $20 million in your account, and we'll talk. And he said, you know what? Deal. We'll do that. And that's what happened. And he stepped down. And he kept his $20 million in his account, which he still has. Kept on his account. And then didn't spend it on legal fees. And then a couple years or a year or two later, whatever it was, book came out, written by a woman. He was on Bill Maher, some other places, look, and all charges are dropped. So he's not convicted of anything, didn't show up, never got a mugshot. He's good. He's just the former cool governor of New York now, all gone. All those people who he supposedly harassed, when the actual DA said up front, we believe them, they're credible. He said that. They're credible. Well, you're in trouble now. They're credible. Then all of a sudden, a year later, oh, no, we can't prosecute this. We don't have enough. You didn't know that. And Cuomo, who literally was an AG, was a prosecutor, did this exact thing. He didn't know. No, here's the reality. It was prosecutable. It was. They made a deal. It wasn't. All right. Why do I tell you that? Why do I go back 3 years for a little I told you so? I told you so sometimes. I do, because you guys don't listen to me. So I do sometimes do. I told you so. I do. And I did warn you of this. Now, people asked me recently about Eric Adams. Well, he's in trouble, Larry. He's in trouble. He's corrupt, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, he can get around it. I said, how? He can cut a deal, just like Cuomo did. He'll drop out. He'll decide not to. He'll do whatever. There was recently a poll in New York City, a poll of Democrats on who could be the next mayor. Guess who won that poll? Yeah, it was Cuomo. 22%. He won. But Larry, what about Lisa James? She's the Kingslayer. She got Trump. She got Cuomo. True. 19%. Yeah. 19%. Eric Adams. 12. You might go, wait a minute, Larry. There are so many people who don't like Cuomo. That's true. But all the Republicans who hate him, independents who hate him, doesn't matter. It's New York City. There's no democracy in New York City. Whoever wins the Democratic primary wins the election. It used to be in New York City, it was 6-1 Democrat Republican. Now it's 7-1. That's how many Republicans left New York City. And you guys go, Republicans can win. It's 7-1. I looked at my ballot recently, and my ballot at my state level, my state senator and my state assemblyman are running unopposed. Republicans didn't even bother running anybody. Both of them will win with about 98% of the vote, 99% of the vote. Yes. There's no democracy here. Whoever wins the Democratic primary wins the election. So all Cuomo has to do is get the Democrats who vote in the primary to support him. Oh, but wait, there's more. New York State, New York City has ranked choice voting. Yeah, maybe some of you didn't know that. We do, only for our primaries, because Democrats know it works. So Democrats get to keep it. No one else gets it. That's how that works. Yeah, that's not fair. And so what? So everybody knows Cuomo. He's everybody's first, second, third choice. Not everybody knows James. A lot of people don't like Adams. Yes, Cuomo could be the next mayor of New York. I warned you. I told you. It's about deals. It's about the system. And now we see it again. Am I crazy? You can tell me. 585-346-3000. Larry Sharpe, WYSL, Rochester, New York, Sharpe Radio. Back with your calls and your chat after the
break. Introducing a sobering and unavoidable truth. The latest advancements in artificial intelligence have made cyber attacks easier than ever before. Cyber criminals are relentlessly targeting